Hello everybody, how you doing? It's Gray over at Wakizashi's Teahouse, over in Japan, in a chilly kind of cloudy, miserable Japan this morning. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, whatever you were doing, and I hope you're having a great, what day is it? Friday night where you are in the States, early Saturday morning in Europe, 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon here in Japan, and I've just had a delicious, what was it? Meat sauce, macaroni, not and cheese, well kind of macaroni and cheese with meat sauce. Japanese style, and the smell of that bacon made me think of Thanksgiving, even though I've never experienced one. So let's see, here we go. Earlier on we had in the chat, your Barmy was here, good to see you. And Nosferatu, where have you been, where have you gone? He's busy with some holidays. Well, I think a lot of people are busy this weekend, but you know, this is my only chance to have a bit of a live stream, a bit of a waffle, so here I am again. Alright, let's see. Check everything's going. Everything's alright. Is everything 5x5? Maybe. Hey, CLS, good to see you. Good to see you there. Late happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, man. I hope you had a good one. Whatever you did, or whatever you're still doing. Over here in Japan, we don't have it, of course. It's more like New Year is the big thing. The New Year holidays are when family get back together. There's like big dinners or big lunches, lots of fighting. No, maybe not, I'm joking about that. But yeah, although what's interesting in Japan over the last few years, the Black Friday, which I'd never heard of coming from the UK until I got here, I never heard of it before. That's been kind of creeping in with Black Friday sales in some of the shops and on Amazon. Yo, Salty, yes I am. I'm live, alive, she cried. Here I am on my old nostalgic, what is it? Saturday afternoon slot, my time. Friday Night Lights. Just a bit paranoid about the sound, so let's have a listen. So what did you do for Thanksgiving, or what are you doing still? Please let me know, I'd love to hear. As I say, never experienced it. I've seen it in movies, that's about all. Smooches to you too. Yes, all the same. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I will hopefully have a good day, because out tonight with the volunteer firemen, it's the earliest Happy New Year, not Happy New Year, end of year party. We're having that tonight, so looking forward to some good food, hopefully good drinks, although I think it's only Asahi Super Dry where I'm going. Not the best on tap anymore. Used to be good, kind of lost its flavour. Okay, thanks, Zoe. That's cool. Sounds good. Good. Dwayne, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. Wow, it's like getting the gang. I say it every time. Getting the gang back together. Kind of. Who you are? So, for Thanksgiving, Salty roasted a great, moist, delicious turkey from scratch. Sourdough stuffing, green bean casserole, sweet potato pie. That sounds yummy. I've got some at the moment, rather desiccated baked sweet potato slices here. I'll show you. I know it doesn't look that great, but these are delicious. They're very popular in Japan. They grow very well. Sweet potato. Okay, right. So what we're going to talk about today, there's quite a bit of comic news. Not massive, but some interesting stories I want to talk about, and give some previews for next week, what's coming out. And of course some recommendations from Gray. So first of all, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we're going to talk about first. Just make this bigger, that one. There we go. You always need a bigger Gray, right? So this is from AIPT, where I've been getting most of my comic news. It's not bad. The reviews are kind of like, you know what I mean. Let's say verging on the very positive, but yeah, they're pretty good for news. We have a new Two-Face comic series, which is initially it's projected at 6 issues, but the writer is hoping it's going to go for more. Let's have a look at this article. Two-Face, do you like the villain? I've always liked him from the old Batman comics, and of course from the wonderful animated series. Some great Two-Face stories in there, and he's a great character in The Long Halloween, the original one. Two Sides of Justice. Christian Ward, who by the way, he did the Batman City of Madness miniseries. That was a 3-issue Black Label, like premiere, quality. weird, dark Cthulhu Batman story from last year. I think it was last year. It might have even been earlier this year. So yeah, it was pretty good. But he's not doing the art this time. He's got another artist. Let's have a look. It says here that he's breaking new ground, Christian Ward, with a bold Two-Face solo series. David Brooke wrote this, November 26. Gotham's most tragic figure, Harvey Dent, is stepping into uncharted territory in Two-Face. A new DC Comics series launching December 4th. So that's next Wednesday. Can you believe it's December next week? I can't. With acclaimed writer Christian Ward at the helm, joined by artist Fabio Vedas, and the colorist is Ivan Placencia, the series aims to pull readers deep into the duality of Two-Face's character, bringing equal parts courtroom drama, psychological thriller, and the signature grit of Gotham City. Ward, whose Batman City of Madness captivated readers, I don't know about that, I enjoyed it, but it kind of got mixed reviews. Good art, but the story was a little bit, hit and miss. With its dark, atmospheric storytelling, he considers this project a labour of love. Harvey's my favourite character in all of Gotham, said Ward. I think I prefer him to Batman even. Shocking. My love for the character runs that deep. His fascination with Harvey began as a teenager watching Batman the animated series, and that passion now fuels what he promises is a fresh, layered exploration of Two-Face's complexity. Okay, this part's quite interesting. Listen to this. Similarly, the series didn't come from DC's traditional planning process. Instead, it sprang from an organic spark of inspiration while Ward was putting his child to bed. It's like, I read that and I was like thinking, So you were putting your kid to bed and you got this fantastic idea for a Two-Face story in Batman. Interesting. What were you reading your child? That's what I want to know. His bedtime story. A bit of Long Halloween. Okay. He says, the idea just popped into my head fully formed. I sent an email to my City of Madness editor and it snowballed from there. So it wasn't part of DC's plan, it was an idea that just had to be told. Some pretty cool covers there. What do you think? Let's have a look. Yes! Oh, Salty hit his LCS today. Fantastic. 50% shill, 50% decent honest. Yeah, I would agree with that. Agree with that indeed. We need to review Batman Gotham After Midnight. Yes, I have that actually. I think I've even got the individual issues of that upstairs. I'd have to check. Great series. And thanks, Salty. Thanks for the support. And Dwayne, too. Okay, let's get back. Have a quick look at the covers. They don't show up very well. That's as big as they go. The main cover is by Boldemar Rivas. What a great name. It sounds like somebody from Game of Thrones. Boldemar Rivas. There's a variant by Leonardo Romero. And Christian Ward, the writer himself and artist, of course, but he's not doing the art. That's his variant cover. And we've got one more, which is my favourite. Can you guess who it is? It's by Chris Samney, who's currently doing Batman and Robin Year One. I like this. It's a variant cover by Chris Samney. So, it doesn't say which ones are incentives, which ones are, available on the counter. So Ward envisions Harvey in a role we've never really seen before, as the linchpin of Gotham's criminal justice system, a man on both sides of the law, acting as both prosecutor and defence attorney in a courtroom run by Gotham's underworld. Interesting. Two-Face seeks to impose order within the chaos of the city's criminal ecosystem. If Harvey is two sides, one good, one bad, why not shine a light on the good side, said Ward. What happens when he tries to make Gotham's underbelly a better place, even while operating within its criminal context? Okay, this courtroom focus not only taps into Harvey's roots as a district attorney, but also introduces a thrilling narrative framework. I love courtroom dramas like Perry Mason, said Ward. Why not give Harvey a shot at showcasing his intellect beyond his criminal mastermind side? So Ward is promising a kind of Monster of the Week story featuring Gotham's colourful rogues gallery, including less-seen villains like Baby Doll and Victor Zsasz. Zsasz. I'm going to say that. Every issue can spotlight a new character I've always wanted to write. It's brilliant, said Ward. Scroll down a bit. Show you some of the art in a sec. There's not many pages are showing. There's actually a preview of this in, I can't remember which issue it is, one of the Wednesday's DC Comics, of course. There's a preview. It looks good. The art kind of reminds me a little bit, not as good, but it's got a bit of a David Mazzucchelli Batman Year One feel to it. Nice and pulpy, noir-esque. So, Harvey, half of him wants to be good and half doesn't. The series dives into why that is and what happens when both sides lose control. There's a system in place, with the coin playing a role in deciding who takes charge. But systems only work when both parties are calm. What happens when they aren't? So, duality, yeah? Personality. A lot of my work deals with what makes somebody good, especially when they're on a darker path, said Ward. With Harvey, the tension between good and bad and the idea that we've all got a little darkness in us makes him so compelling. He's trying to tip the scales toward redemption, but that's no easy task. Here we go, let's scroll down to some of the art. I love the colouring here, by the way. Pretty cool. Not clear if that's interior. This is the interior art. Here we go. This is where I'm seeing a little bit of Mazzucchelli in Year One. Or even a Gotham Central, that kind of style. The series is designed to be accessible for newcomers, while also offering plenty of Easter eggs for long-time fans. Talking about the artist Fabio Veraz, Fabio's work is phenomenal. He's bringing a style that's both light and weighty, which perfectly matches the story, said Ward. As a former artist myself, he's still an artist, mate, I understand the balance between guiding an artist and letting them shine. Fabio's vision has made this series something truly unique. You don't need to know Two-Face's history to enjoy this book, said Ward, but if you do, there are nods to his past that will resonate, especially in issue 4, which I think is the best single issue I've ever written. Oh, okay. It really digs into Harvey's backstory in a fresh, surprising way. So it sounds like Batman's kind of in the background to this. It's focusing on Two-Face and the rogues, Batman's rogues gallery. Let's just scroll down a little bit more. Last little bit here. It's quite a long article, this, isn't it? Two-Face is still a villain, but the series peels back the layers to show why he is the way he is. He's a character who's done terrible things, but is trying to do good. Really? That struggle is so human, and I think it'll resonate with readers. So looking ahead, Ward is optimistic about the series' future. We've got 6 issues confirmed, but I'd love to see it go to 12. The second arc is even wilder than the first, said Ward. Promises, promises. There are some big swings that I never thought DC would approve, but they did. If readers embrace this new Harvey, there's so much more story to tell. So there we go. Issue 1 hits the shelves on December the 4th. What do you think? Any interest in that? In a Harvey Two-Face solo book? Okay, where are we? Yeah, Salty, we had the Penguin one-shot a few weeks ago and now Two-Face. So 6 issues initially, and then see how it goes. But I've always liked him as a character. I like the duality, the dark side and the good side, like the lighter side, trying to break free of the dark hold. It's very Jekyll and Hyde, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, how are you doing? You're good. You're Genki. You're still there. Let's see. The next bit of news is exciting for me because do you know the writer Jeremy Adams? He did a really good Flash story for DC. He's currently writing Green Lantern, which has been excellent. So, yeah. This news is a new Aquaman series starting, I think, in January. Let's have a look at this one. Go back to there and Doom. So, Aquaman, for me, I've never really got into the character. No real reason why. I've tried a few series over the years here and there, but I don't know, just something about the character never really, never really appealed, never really pulled me in. Interesting that it's $3.99 for an issue 1. No way, just saw that. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. It's only a short one. DC Preview Aquaman issue 1 from November 26th. New powers, new mission. The king is back, baby. In the wake of absolute power, Arthur Curry's powers have evolved to powerful new heights. And this is one king ready to use them to kick some serious butt. Mammoth water construct kaijus. Why is it always kaijus these days? Have emerged from each of the 7 seas, and only Aquaman's water warping abilities can stop them. But not if they kill the good king in the process. Enter Dagon, or Dagon, Arthur's guide on the quest to unlock the secrets of the blue. I always pronounced it Dagon, I know, right? I know, British. But big fan of the Lovecraft short story. Me and Salty have both done a reading of that, haven't we, on our channels? Arthur's guide on the quest to unlock the secrets of the blue. But what deadly secret awaits Arthur on his journey? It's an all-new era for Aquaman by acclaimed creators Jeremy Adams, The Flash, Green Lantern, and John Timms, Action Comics, that will leave you tearing. Tearing? John Timms? Cheering. Let's have a look at some of the art, because I didn't know the name, John Timms. Don't know if Dwayne knows him. Have a look, it looks pretty good though, the interior. Just quickly scroll past some of the covers there. Little look. Not sure about that one. Oh, hello. Here we go. This is interior art. I think it looks great. Just the art pages, no narrative yet, no writing has been put on, no lettering, but love this here, this 1 year before, in the smoke of like what looks like a crashing plane. Like the lettering there, that's good. Yeah. Look at this. Talk about Cthulhu, a kraken or a kaiju, some kind of cool monster there, sea monster. And there he is, Arthur Curry, Aquaman. Thank goodness he's not looking like Jason Momoa. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Looks pretty good, right? Goodness gracious, there's a crashed plane in the sea and there are huge tentacles on it. I like the way Aquaman seems to be controlling the... Is it a whale there? A big whale? To evacuating the people? With killer whales there as well? With the... What have they got? What are they called? Rubber rings? I know people holding on to the killer whale's tails. Fantastic. Down under the sea. Yeah, looking good. Looking nice and colourful, bright, adventure-y. Okay. Let's get back. Let's get back. Grey, says Nosferatu the Vampire. If you don't read Blood Meridian, my Christmas will be ruined. I've been dipping back in and out of it, you know. I've got so much I'm on the go at the moment reading. But yeah, you've got to be in the right mood for it. It's dark as heck, isn't it? Salty pre-ordered the new Aquaman run. He peaked in the 1970s Super Friends cartoon. For me, says Salty. Oh, Jesus. Batman Offworld 6 is off schedule again. 5 issues in 1 year, Dwayne. It's unbelievable, isn't it? What the heck? I haven't been drinking, I promise, says Nosferatu. Don't believe you. It's Thanksgiving. Unless you're having a break, and that's good. Good for you. That's very Dagon. Dagon. Dagan. Okay. 18 minutes in. Doing all right. Just one more quick bit of news and then we'll get to some new releases coming out next week. Check this out. This is Ultimate Spider-Man news, folks. Ultimate Spider-Man news. And we've got a return for the main artist, Marco Cicchetto. Looks like he's returning. Here we go. Okay. So Jonathan Hickman, Marco Cicchetto, Kraven's Hunt. Note that it says Kraven's Hunt, not Last Hunt. Thank goodness they're not remaking that yet. Issues 12, 13 and 14 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Artist Marco Cicchetto teases Kraven's Hunt in Ultimate Spider-Man. It kicks off on December 18th. This was written yesterday, or where you are. Still the same day, isn't it? November 29th. This is the latest thing, the latest news. Artist Marco Cicchetto has teased an upcoming 3-issue story titled Kraven's Hunt in Ultimate Spider-Man 12, 13 and 14. The confrontation between Spider-Man and Kraven has been building since being introduced as part of the Sinister Six. Given the title of the story, one must assume that this is the first hunt and will lead to a last one, of course. Based on where we left off, the Sinister Six hasn't had a good track record fighting Spider-Man, so why not let Kraven take a stab at it? Check out the covers for the 3 issues below. I'm going to make those a bit bigger in a sec. Check this out. I love this one. It's good to see a Christmas cover. Look at that. Seeing Spidey with his Santa costume. Well, he's got the hat and the jacket on, hasn't he? I love the little Kingpin doll at the bottom there as well. I think there's a Kraven one there too. Issue 13. A closer up of this Ultimate Universe's version of Kraven. Got Spidey there, Peter without his mask on, and Harry Osborn, Green Goblin. And issue 14, great action scene here. Look at this. It looks like it's going to be a big fight. What are those crazy goblin-like creatures in the background? I don't know. Are they this version of the Skrulls, or are these actually like goblins? So yeah, nice covers. Here's a solicitation for Ultimate Spider-Man 14. No, I'm not going to read that. It might be spoilery. Okay, so yeah, big news. Chichetto's coming back, as I guess, on art, and Hickman, a 3-part Kraven story. The first one in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. Well, this version anyway. What do you think? Any interest for that? Nosferatu and Salty having their own crazy conversation in the chat. Is it Kraven's Hunt? Yes, I'm not going to read that. Or Haven's. And we've also got Nosferatu recommending things to watch from after the stream. Never click on a link from Nos. No, I'm joking. Okay. Right. So, shall we move on to some new releases? Let's have a look. What's coming out next week? So yeah, I'm mainly focusing on a bit of comics news, comic book new releases this week with this, what do you call it, this live stream. Bit of recommendations later as well. Next week is not as big a week as this week, but there are some titles looking forward to. Let's have a look, shall we? Oops, where am I going? Share that, see how we're looking. Okay, keep grey small this time. If I make myself bigger, do I cover the releases? Yeah, a little bit. Alright then. Alright, calm down, getting angry. Right, where are we? New comics coming out for next week. Wednesday, the 4th of December. I was just talking about the debut of the Two-Face 6-issue miniseries, possible 6-issue. We've got Batman 155 coming out, Court of Owls on the front there on the cover. Absolute Superman issue 2. This is going to be interesting because I think issue 1 was not well received, but it was kind of split. There were people saying it was good, a few people saying it was kind of like meh, and some people saying like, what have you done? What have you done to my boy, Superman? The Lazarus Corporation sent their most battle-hardened crew of peacemakers, look at all those peacemakers on the cover, to locate the mysterious fugitive interfering with their mining operations. But they weren't expecting one motor-mouthed, iron-willed woman to be the one to finally get the cuffs onto him. So, at the end of last issue, if you haven't read it, we saw this Absolute Universe version of Lois Lane, I guess it was, arresting, cuffing Absolute Superman, young Superman here. So yeah, a bit of a weird cliffhanger to finish on. She was the one who put the cuffs on him. And that's when it all went wrong. Or is that when it all started? Love at first sight with Lois Lane. So Jason Aaron writing this, Rafa Sandoval on the art. So the art's going to be good at least. Lovely main cover there. Look at that. Pretty cool. Ooh, the variants are not showing up, so I will make this a little bit smaller. That's better. Wow, that's a bit of a weird variant, isn't it? Which one would you go for? I think I'd choose the main cover. Yeah. Okay, back to the releases for next week. Ultimates issue 7 comes out, but I'm not reading that. Don't know about you. Action Comics 1078. It's weekly at the moment, Action Comics. Don't know how they're doing it. X-Men issue 8 is coming out, and I've actually stopped reading that main series, but from what I've heard, it ties into Uncanny X-Men. The latest issue of that just dropped last week, so yeah, I want to be checking it out. Issue 8, Gail Simone. Oh, wait a minute. Getting mixed up. Jed McKay writing, sorry. Ryan Stegman on pencils. Inks by JP Mayer. Raid on Grey Malkin. Grey, that's me. Part 1. With one of their own incarcerated, the X-Men move on Grey Malkin prison in order to free their teammate. But it's not just one team. In Alaska, Cyclops' X-Men scramble a rescue mission, while in Louisiana, Rogue's X-Men move to strike out on their own. There we go. Yeah, I say Uncanny's been pretty good. Not too bad. Enjoying the writing by, the character writing, especially by Simone. But this, X-Men, I don't know, not really into the main series. How about you? Are you reading it? Well, are you? Let's catch up with the chat. Absolute Superman was a snooze fest, says Disgruntled. Yeah, it wasn't the best, was it? It wasn't as exciting as Absolute Batman. It wasn't as much fun, basically. Absolute Batman I thought was a lot of fun. I might be in the minority, but I'm kind of enjoying Wonder Woman as well. Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 2, even though the art was a little bit King of the Hill, Steve Trevor at times. I thought Wonder Woman was good in that. Yeah, I quite liked it. And I like the huge kaiju Cthulhuoid, how do you even say that? Cthulhu-esque kaiju at the end. Where are we? Wonder Woman 2 art further declined. Way too much text. Yeah, it was pretty text heavy. It was basically telling the absolute version of how Wonder Woman meets Steve Trevor. As he washed up on the shores of a lake of hell. Is it possibly hell or just the underworld? Limbo, maybe? I didn't mind Absolute Batman 2, says Disgruntled. Yeah, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Salt is more critical than us. But fair enough, like, he knows his stuff and he's back into comics. Okay, scroll down. Row 2, we have Wolverine issue 4. Still reading that. It's been pretty good. Not amazing, but did you know there's an Ultimate Wolverine coming out next year? It's going to be written by Chris Condon, who's doing Green Arrow, the new series. Chris Condon's probably more well known for That Texas Blood, a really good indie series from last year or maybe 2 years ago now. And he also wrote, oh my goodness, I'm going blank, that really cool cowboy series. Stream brain, you know what I mean. Poison Ivy, Birds of Prey, no. Batgirl 2. Issue 1 wasn't bad. It was mainly just a big fight scene, but I liked the kind of manga-y art in that. It was pretty cool. JSA 2. Now, this is a big release, I think. Jeff Lemire. And art is by Diego Olotegui. Wow. What's going on with these names, folks? Come on. JSA 2. Flashback to the events leading into the previous issue as the JSA investigates a break-in at the observatory of Ted Knight, the original Starman. How was the JSA separated, and where is the Tower of Fate? What caused the rift between Jade and Obsidian after the disappearance of their father, Green Lantern Alan Scott? And what is the Injustice Society of America plotting? That's the question. Okay. Yeah, I thought issue 1 was good for a kind of newbie for me. I enjoyed it. Go back. You know what, just to wake everybody up, I'm going to drop a clip. Wake you all up with a me Scouser clip.
This is the life, eh? Hey!
Hey! Do you want to fight or something?
Alright, calm down. JSA 1 was pretty good. Yeah, I thought so, Dwayne. I enjoyed it. And the art was cool as well. Always good to see. We got Zax in the chat. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Good to see you. I hope you're good. I hope you're Genki. Do Canadians do anything for Thanksgiving? Just asking. Not trying to start a fight. Alright. Oh, mate. Good to see you, man. Okay. Quickly down to row 3. I'm not going to go through them all. Just point out some of the bigger ones to look forward to. Can you believe there's a whole new Venom series? We've been peppered with Venom War, non-stop Venom, and now we've got Venom, all new Venom, issue 1. Crazy. There we go. There's a Two-Face issue 1. As I say, only $3.99 for this. I talked about it in the opening of this live stream with the news about the series. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm going to give the first issue a try anyway. Oh, the Chris Samney cover is a a regular variant, cool, and the Christian Ward one too. Very nice, love. Very nice. Look at that. Hello, love. Yeah, I do like the Chris Samney. Okay, anyway. So Two-Face, issue 1, and then down to row 4. For me, Scorched, coming out. I'm still reading that. There's a DC Horror Presents, issue 2. I think Salty might be tempted by that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Night Watcher, issue 4, if you're reading it. Silent Night, Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night Returns, issue 2, with the demon on the cover. I quite enjoyed issue 1. It wasn't quite as good as last year's miniseries, but look at this cover, come on. Dead Man, the demon. This is only $3.99 as well. It's a Santa Claus-based series where he's teaming up with some of the Justice Leaguers to find the missing Justice League. Klaus, Zatanna and Robin will brave the greatest terror of the holidays. No, not the Christmas sales. A Christmas party! You are cordially invited to a winter solstice gathering of the strange and oft-deadly magical community at the Georgetown mansion of Baron Winters. 1 guest limit. After a performance by sirens and banshees, we will gather in the Baron's study, where noted demonologist Jason Blood will be giving a reading on the origins of the being called the Silent Night. There we go. It's been fun, you know. Only 1 issue so far, but it was fun. It's a fun read. Nothing amazing. Right, and down we go. Crew Universe issue 5 from Oni. Creature Commandos presents Creature Commandos issue 3. There's a Deadpool Wolverine Weapon Extraction issue 1, but listen to this. $6.99 for this. Let's have a look who's writing it. 48 pages, so it's oversized. Ryan North, with art by Javier Garon. Colours Edgar Delgado. Ryan North is currently doing the Marvel's Fantastic Four, which I'm not reading, but I think people are saying it's good. People are enjoying it, so hey, what do I know? Okay, let's see. This is something else I think. It's collecting something. Collected here for the first time, the 8-part epic story, so big it ran across the entire Marvel line. Okay. When Wolverine and Deadpool are called upon to save the universe, we can absolutely rely on them to totally screw things up. Featuring fearsome battles and fights across space and time and starring 2 men who cannot be killed. Will Wolverine and Deadpool defeat the killer librarians of the romantic comedy universe? Excuse me? And most importantly, will Deadpool finally convince Wolverine to be his best friend? So this is like a reprinting of Deadpool Wolverine Weapon Extraction, and it featured in a different series of comic books from July this year and August. Okay, gotcha. So it's not an original story. Did you read that, anybody? I didn't. Never even heard of it until now. But I'm not really reading that much Marvel, I haven't been. Just 1 more row. Conan Battle of the Black Stone. I think it's a conclusion, is it? Issue 4. Let's have a quick look. It's only 4 issues listed. I guess Salty will be picking that up. Great cover, by the way. Interior art's not quite as good as the main series, but it's alright. It's okay. Mike Deodato Jr. as well. Variant. No one knew as good as that Creeping Below. Hey, Salty. That black and white variant cover that you so very, very generously sent over to me. Fantastic. Alright, I think we're almost there. Who wants to shout out? Conan. Dick Tracy, issue 6, if anyone's reading that. It's been good. I get that on the app I have, the Global Comics, so I read that later. As well as series like Flash Gordon. Oh, there we go. There are 2 more. There's 2 Mark Millar releases coming out the same week. We've got Magic Order 2, issue 4. And, sorry, just read that completely wrong. Nightclub 2, issue 4. And the Magic Order 5, issue 3. I actually got a preview copy of those Not seen them yet. It came in an email late last night for me, so I haven't had a chance, but we could have a little peek later if you want. Have a look at some of the art. But anyway. And Scooby-Doo, where are you? Faye Monarch likes that. The Rocketeer breaks free. I think Salty might be reading that as well. That's coming out. There we go. I thought there was one more I clicked to look out for. I'm going to keep it right down here. Where are we? Come on, Gray. The Kosher Mafia. That's right. That's another one I get on the Global Comics. Kosher Mafia by Mad Cave. It's been interesting. It's a weird kind of pulpy noir story, you know, with a Jewish slant, of course. Yeah, but it's been good. It's been a good series. David Hazan, who I think, did he write Nottingham? Was the I can't remember. I think so. I think he's known from that. Alrighty, let's stop sharing. Let's get back. Let's get back to you. Deadpool Wolverine, yeah, is a one-shot, and it's reprints of something that came out earlier this year. I've caught up with Feral. Really enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it too. How do you find the Disney animation style art? It's a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know, but it's good in the fact that it juxtaposes that with a kind of dark story, you know, the horror story to it. Nos and Zax flirted in the chat. Anybody else I've missed? Red Sonja. Oh yeah, I knew there was another one. Red Sonja. Sonja. Dwayne is recommending Wolverine Bloodlust, a one-shot by Alan Davis back in 1990. That sounds good to me. It's not a robe. It's me hoodie. Zax, I'll have you know. It's nice, one of my nice winter hoodies. It's a weird, kind of faded, aquamarine-y, greeny. It looks terrible on this, I know, because, yeah, my lighting sucks. What can you do? What can you do? There we go. So yeah, some good stuff coming out. Looking forward to next week. Not a massive week. How about you? Shall we see if I can show some of that Miller World Magic Order or Nightclub. Nightclub's been very good. Nightclub 2. Let's have a look. Without showing too much. Let me just bring up my downloads. Let's hope we don't start roboting. The only problem with these, they send me the review copies, and it's like they're done as double pages the whole way through, so you can't change that. But let's have a little look. I can show you some of the art from Nightclub 2 without spoiling it. Do it, Gray. Face the consequences. Later. Wow, look at that. Went really big then. How's that looking back on StreamYard? Let me just check. Okay, looking fine. Yeah, it looks better, doesn't it, as a full page. It's a jungle out there, folks. So this is written by Mark Miller. The art's by Juanan Ramirez, who did the first series as well. I like his style. Different kind of style to usual. You can tell it's indie. But this story's been dark, and Mark Miller doesn't hold back with, you know, killing off like major characters and then doesn't bring them back. You know, there's some crazy twists in the last issue. It's really enjoyed it. Just show the first few pages. Give you an idea. Get your goddamn hands off me. Crack. Breaks his wrist there. Jeez Louise. Yeah, cool action scenes. It's good when they show off some of the vampire powers. Nosferatu, the vampire powers. Oh my god. Fighting or dropped in a zoo. In the crocodile pit. No. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. What do you think? Say, I'm not going to show the whole thing. Could get into trouble as well. You know what I mean? And let's have a look at Magic Order while we're doing this. Magic Order. A different art style, but I do like this as well. Share now. Regret it later. Weird cover, look at this. What is going on? Who's driving that car? These are $4.99, by the way. It seems to be not Mark Miller, it's the Dark Horse current pricing policy. Most of their stuff has gone up to $4.99, including Gru, Usagi or Jimbo, which they've got at the moment. So, sorry, the artist is Matteo Buffagni. Mark Miller writing. Some animal action here. Let's have a look ahead. Yeah, again, I like this artist. I like its style. For indie, it's very, very good. Good colouring too. Wow, it's a great city street scene there with the tram. Cool. Seems to be a gang of dog-faced magicians there. Need to catch up with this. And a cool double page spread. Help me! Somebody help me! Reminds me of an old New Order song. Okay, there we go. Who else is here? We have in the chat. No way, Disgruntled, you don't even like your LCS. Ah, it's great when you've got a really good LCS, really friendly one, really into comics. Gooch in the house, what's up? Good to see you, man. How's it going with you? Things are good. I hope things are good. Hope you're genki. Did you have a happy Thanksgiving? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Caught up. Okay, how are we doing? It's only 40 minutes. Only 40 minutes. Just laughing at the chat here. What is going on in the chat? Absolutely no idea. If in doubt, what we need are some live questions.
Like, how come a ghost from space keeps chicken and ham around? Right.
Ah, delicious. And some water. Okay. Before I wrap things up, I was going to try and go for an hour, but hey, 50 minutes to an hour is good. Is good for people. Coming soon, Cyberpunk 2077. I want to show you a little bit of the recent releases from Global Comics. Where are we? What came out? Where can we find Flash Gordon? Flash Gordon, the art is great, and it's Jeremy Adams, by the way, writing that as well. Here we go. And a bit of Gatchaman as well. So Flash Gordon issue 4, it got a digital release November 27th. I don't know if the print, I think the print might have come out a week earlier. But have a look at some of the art here. This is excellent. Really enjoying this. Let's make this full screen. Problem is though, it's working. Sometimes when I use Global Comics and StreamYard together, you just get the loading screen forever and ever. So it's written by Jeremy Adams. As I say, he's currently writing the Green Lantern, which is really, really good. Really good. It's got me into the character. Never read it before. Not much outside of Grant Morrison's pretty weird run a couple of years back. The art is by Will Conrad, and I do love his style. It suits this space fantasy pulp style. Let's have a look. Let's scroll through. This is a version of Ming the Merciless in here. Pretty cool. Some good space action, good fight scenes. Yeah, I like the colouring as well. I think it really suits the space fantasy style. Bit of a Guardians of the Galaxy fun feel to it. What in Mongo? Yeah, recommend it. I don't know what the physical issues are like. This is Mad Cave, so I'm sure they're very good quality, but I haven't seen a Mad Cave physical before. But it's looking great, isn't it? Yeah, this is a big recommend from Gray. Okay, and let's go back to, can we show you a bit of Gatchaman? Gatchaman issue 5, which is what they called Battle of the Planets in the West many, many years ago. Issue 5 came out. Unfortunately, the art is not as good as the cover. The covers are amazing for these. Some good variants as well. So this is Cullen Bunn writing this. Art's by Chris Batista. Colours Carlos Lopez. Alright, pencils by Chris Batista and inks by Sabrina Cintron. A pencil and inked comic book. Unbelievable these days. Fantastic. Good to hear. This is the style. It's a very, anime style, isn't it? It looks just like the cartoon. The Phoenix, their ship there. Brilliant. crazy creature from Watchmen, is it, in the background there? the thing that they dropped into New York City to prevent the war. Hang on tight, grab onto something. Evasive maneuvers. So again, this gives you a look at the art, look at the style. It's fun, it's bright, it's colourful. I do like it. Kind of an all ages book, So if you're looking for recommendations for if anyone's got kids out there who might, like a bit of comic book action, recommend this and the Flash Gordon both. Cool. It's good seeing these characters again. Oh, I've got good memories of that cartoon. Yeah. Okay. And while you're here, while I've got you, do we have Kosher Mafia? We were just talking about before. Can find an issue of that. Galaxy of Madness by Mad Cave as well. I've not been reading this. I don't know if it's good or not. Should we have a quick look? It's kind of similar style to the Flash Gordon comic, using some of the same characters. The shared universe comic book. Oh Jesus! It's Mags Visaggio writing this. That's why I think I was going to look at issue 1 and then I saw who was writing it. And very rare for me to just jump out based on the writer, but I did. Should we have a look? Just for a laugh. Artist and main cover, Michael Avon Wemming or Deming. I don't think I'm missing out on much. But to be fair, I'm not reading it, so me, always like being Mr. Fair. It could be alright, but just nah. That person writing it, no thanks. Anyway. See if I can find Kosher Mafia. Something that you just never find or never hear of, would you? Kosher Mafia in comics. This happens a lot sometimes when I'm trying to get... Come on, click on it and you don't go anywhere. Go! There we go. We're going, folks. We're going. So this issue 1, just to give you an idea. The art, it's very indie, but written by David Hazan, art by Sami Kivela. Kind of an old-fashioned, weird indie style. Pretty cool. September 1936 it opens. It's got its own style. Pretty unique, but some good action scenes. Yeah. What do you reckon? Something different, something to try. Okay, anyway. That'll do for that. Let's get back to you. God, I just cancelled the stream. Gray, what are you doing? Okay. Good grief, there's 32 comments I've missed. We had in the chat, Jana Jana Banana. Good to see you. How are you doing? How's the family? Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's genki. And happy Thanksgiving to you too. Remember Nosferatu. Zax, everybody. Grey streams, they're very dull, aren't they? They're very safe. They're very happy and, flowers, rainbows and unicorns, that kind of thing. Too boring. That's why nobody watches. But, Jesus. I'm focusing on comics because, that's what my channel is pretty much. Void Rivals new issue dropped too. Haven't read it yet, Salty, but it looks good. Salty, I read Dick Tracy 1-4 and liked it. Yeah, I think it's good. Dwayne, Dick Tracy has been very good. Ghost Machine is where it's at. Yo, Fearmonic, how you doing? Are you recovered? Recovered from Halloween? Recovered from the stout, shall we say? No, the plant is not new, Nosferatu. The plant has just been growing and getting genkier and genkier over the year. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of that leaf. I'll be able to shelter under it soon, outside in the rain. And also DJ Ronnie G in the house. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I miss you too. I saw you were live the other day. I wasn't able to jump on, but I I was at work as usual. It sucks with the time difference, missing like pretty much everybody's live streams apart from weekend like now, this kind of time. Friday night or Saturday night I'm around. Yeah. Oh, you slept it off? Good to hear. Love the afternoon naps, mate. They save me so many times, and especially as I've got older. After a nice hearty lunch, have a nice afternoon nap. It has grown, hasn't it, Ronnie? It's huge. Good grief. I'm going to go and put my head under it and see how big it is. Look at this. Fantastic. Absolutely. It's cold here, by the way, as you can tell by what I'm wearing. Disgruntled. Yeah, Hornsby and Halo was, it was okay. It wasn't great. Again, that'd probably be good for kids. Teenagers, maybe. They'd enjoy it. It's very all ages. Rocket Fellas, I did enjoy that. I thought that was good, but it was a lot of setup. So looking forward to issue 2. See how the story takes off. Where are we? Hyde Street 2 was dark. You get the story of Pranky, the Boy Scout, the Cub Scout in there. Sun comes out whenever I'm streaming. What's going on? The light. Oh my God. It's unbelievable.
It's a full moon.
Like running, dropping a clip and running to close the curtains. There we go. That's better. What was crap? What are you talking about? Which one? Hornsby and Halo. Yeah, for kids. High Street I thought was good though, Salty. It's dark. Oh God, speaking of dark, I knew I had to shout out before we finish. If you get a chance, pick up Creepshow, the latest issue. Issue 3 dropped on Wednesday. Let me pull up something for it. Where are we? Glad you reminded me of that. Let's go back to the new comics. It's a shame we can't get a look inside the book. Here we go. Let me share this. One sec. I think we're on, is it volume 2 at the moment? So it's issue 3, so it just came out. Let's see. Anyway, the first story's great. It's brilliant. It's what's the word? A murder variant comic book kind of story, and I loved it. Chris Condon, that Texas Blood, is writing it, and it's got art by the Ice Cream Man artist Martin Morazzo, who's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you get a chance, do check it out. I haven't read the second story yet, which is written by John Arcudi of the BPRD from the Hellboy universe. He's a really good writer, and Sean McManus on art. Not seen him for a while, so yeah, that's my recommendation. I'm going to talk about it more on the Monday morning show, new release show, but gotta shout that out. Great cover as well. Old EC style. Look at that one, that variant. That's the Martin Morazzo variant. I don't know why, but a lot of people say they don't like his art style. I do. If you like Ice Cream Man, that's his style. That's the artist. So, Creepshow, issue 3. Get it. Only $3.99 as well. Oh, you are buying it, are you, Salty? Yeah. Incredible. It's really good. Definitely worth a look. Stop screen. There we go. Didn't see the Scream homage until I got back home. Might have to track that one down. Oh, for Hyde Street 2. Yeah. I'd seen it, Salty, but I'll bring it up in a sec. I went back and pulled the Volume 2 5 back issues. Creepshow is so good. Good to see you still here as well. It's great, isn't it? Everyone coming back together around Thanksgiving. Got DJ, Ronnie G, Nosferatu, Fearmonic's here now, Salty, Zax, Dwayne, Disgruntled. Good. It's good to have us all back. Kind of back together. Where are we? Just catching up with the chat before we finish. I know the true X-rated grey. Yeah, right. Just remember this, Nosferatu. Nice guys finish last. That's why I'm always at the back of the queue. The Norman Rockwell cover is the best, in my opinion. I had them order it for me because it was sold out. Cool, man. Look at Salty. All these variant covers you can get now. I'm so jealous. I want to stoke a fire and watch Hogan's Heroes with Salty. Do you know what? Oh, Jesus, this is completely tangent, but do you know what I ended up watching the other day? And if you know what this is, we can be best mates. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I'm going to bring up an image first. Do. The suspense is killing me. Where are we? Oh my god, I think they've made like a remake version, but where's the original? The original art, the classic. Okay, let's have a look. Just share. General Woundwort. What a fantastic name. From the original Watership Down animated movie from 1970. I'm guessing it's around the mid... 1978. Oh my god. This gave me nightmares as a kid. I think for many people, many kids who were watching this on TV in the UK, you know, when it came out on TV, whenever that was. But man... It's pretty dark at times. It's awesome. It's so well made. It's a little bit old-fashioned, of course, being 1978, but funny at times, dark, gripping, some great character voices in there. Voices, and I should hear the cast list. It's unbelievable. I can't remember what made me bring this up. I think it's Nosferatu talking about watching things with Salty. Share this tab instead. Here we go. I mean, just look at the poster for a start. The poster! It's terrifying as a kid. The Black Rabbit of Death coming to get you. See? I told you I'm just a pussy. Oh no! I've gone the wrong way. Squid Game Season 2 coming soon. I think that drops on Christmas Day. Right. The cast list for this and some of the the images: John Hurt, Richard Bryars, Ralph Richardson, Michael Graham Cox, love that name, Rory Kinnear's father, Denham Elliott, Simon Cadell. You know, it's a huge British cast, but they've got Zero Mostel in there, play the seagull. He's got like a crazy Russian accent. Lynn Farley is the cat's voice. What a Nigel Hawthorne. Yeah, what a fantastic cast. If you get a chance to see it, even if you've got to sail the seven seas, I recommend it. Fantastic. So good. Okay. Just waffling now. Salty, that film shaped a generation and taught parents that all animation is fine for kids. Watership Down builds character. Every 7-year-old needs to see it. I agree. It's exactly what you're both saying, Zax and Salty. You hit the nail on the head. I wasn't sure if you guys had it in the States as well. I thought it was just a British, thing. I don't know. That's brilliant. I have a VHS of Watership Down. Film on it with a VHS. No way, man. I thought you were well younger than me. Much younger. I think you are. I know you are, but VHSs and Watership Down. The fact that you even know what it is, it's awesome. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe it would send you under. You'd pull a huge whitey and have a panic attack. No way. You're serious. Did they still show it on TV in the States? It used to be, I don't think it was on at Christmas, but yeah, it might have been. It might have been a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie, but you know what I mean? It was on sometime during the school holidays. And watching that as say 7-8-year-old. Jesus, man. Nightmares. Roy Kinnear. Yeah, back in the day, Nosferatu, I used to have the Disney on VHS, the original Alice in Wonderland, the animation. That is pretty cool when you're when you're herbally challenged. Should we just say that? Okay, Fame on it. You grew up right at the end of the VHS era. You've grown nostalgic for it. Me too. Man, I sold my collection before I moved over to Japan. I used to have a low because I used to work in HMV, the mega store when there used to be one, a really big store in Manchester, the main store, and we got huge like staff discounts even with the sales. So I had so many VHSs, so many videos. I wish I still had some of them. That would have been awesome. That would be awesome. No, I haven't. No, I've done it on brownies, but the weird thing is, like, when I get in that kind of state, I go back to like stuff that I was into when, during my childhood. I'd watch old animations or crazy old British series that you've never heard of. Crazy things. And Christmas Hallmark movies are nauseating, says Dwayne Muth. I've never watched one, mate, but it's mad how many there are out there, isn't it? It's crazy. It's its own genre. Exactly. Okay, great. This has been awesome, folks. I know there's still people here. I've got the most people watching at this time, which me almost made double figures. For me, that's great. I know it's a busy time of the year. I know YouTube and Gray's channel are slowly dying slowly. But I'm still here, still talking, still waffling. Great to see you all here. Seriously, it's awesome. Shout out to all the members. Thank you so much for your continued and your incredible support. Very generous in these hard times, I know. What's left to say? Looking for a clip to go out on, but I don't know what to have. Something for the old days. Yeah, let's drop a couple.
You're fond of me lobster, ain't you?
Drunken in a Virginia fence.
I seen it. You're fond of me lobster.
Take care, have a great weekend, enjoy the rest of your holidays, and see you on the other side. Matane. I'm going to make everybody need a wee now. Get to the toilet and have a wee.